Hello everyone. Our today's topic is The Rat Trap, chapter 4 in Flamingo book. In this chapter we'll study about the author and line by line explanation of part 1. So let's begin. First of all, about the author, Selma Lagerlöf. 1858 to 1940 was a Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. It is her importance that her stories have been translated in many languages all around the world. A universal theme runs through all of them. What is its importance? A universal theme that runs through all of the stories. A belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened, can be aroused through understanding and love. If we give them love and affection, even the convict can be changed. This story is set amidst the mines of Sweden. Setting of the story is in Sweden, rich in iron ore, that is famous for iron ore, which figure large in the history and legends of that country. The story is told somewhat in the manner of a fairy tale. So it is a kind of fairy tale that is told. This story is told in the form of a fairy tale. She got the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1909. When did she get Nobel Prize? In the year 1909. For the first time, she was the first woman who got Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1909. Now, line by line explanation. Once upon a time, there was a man who went around selling small rat traps of wire. So, this is the story of a peddler, a man whose business was to sell small rat traps made of wire. He made them himself at odd moments, at free moments, from the material he got by begging in the stores or at the big farms. And how did he get the material for making rat traps? By begging at the big farms as well as at the stores. But even so, the business was not especially profitable. But this business of the peddler was not profitable for him. So he had to be dependent to both begging and petty thievery. Sometimes he stole things of others. Petty thievery, trifle thievery, to keep body and soul together, to survive. Even so, his clothes were in rags. Even after doing all these things, he was wearing rags. His clothes were in rags, worn out. His cheeks were sunken because of hunger and because of weakness. His cheeks were sunken and hunger gleamed in his eyes. One could see hunger in his eyes. No one can imagine how sad and monotonous life can appear to such a vagabond. One could not imagine how sad and monotonous life he was living. He was living the life of a vagabond. आवारा की तरह से वो जीवन यापन करता था. Who plods along the road, plods, walks along the road, left to his own meditations, अपने आप में खोया रहता था. But one day this man had fallen into a line of thought. One day a thought came to his mind and he became happy, which really seemed to him entertaining. This thought was entertaining to him. बहुत मजा आया उसको. What was the thought? He had naturally been thinking of his rat traps when suddenly he was struck by the idea that the whole world about him, the world with its lands and seas, its cities and villages, was nothing but a big rat trap. What he thought? The whole world was a big rat trap, along with the ocean, the lands, cities, and villages. It had never existed for any other purpose than to set baits for people. Baits, a particle of food or cheese or pig meat, pork that is used for catching a rat. Baits. And what are the baits for people, for human beings who are trapped under this big rat trap? The world, it offered riches and joys. What are the baits? Riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered cheese and pork, pig meat. And as soon as anyone let himself be tempted to touch the bait, it closed in on him, and then everything came to an end. As soon as the rat touches the bait, it closed, the rat trap closed, he was entrapped. In the similar way, human beings are entrapped. The world had, of course, never been very kind to him. Really, the behavior of the world was not kind towards him. So it gave him unwanted joy, unwanted, unusual joy. It gave him unusual joy to think ill of it in this way. He became very happy thinking of ill will of other people who did not like him, who did not behave him properly. It became a cherished pastime of his. He liked it, he loved it. It became a cherished pastime of his during many dreary ploddings. While he was walking, he thought of this big rat trap and became happy to think of people he knew who had let themselves be caught in the dangerous snare trap. When he thought, he became happy, and of others who were still circling around the bait. Not only that, of others who were circling around the bait. Some are trapped, while some are circling around the bait, around that big rat trap. One dark evening, as he was trudging along the road, while he was walking along the road he caught sight of a little grey cottage. He caught sight of a little grey cottage. He saw a little grey cottage by the roadside, and he knocked on the door to ask shelter for the night. He wanted to stay there, so he asked the owner of the house permission to stay there. Nor was he refused. He was not refused. It was very common. People denied him because of his appearance. No one liked him. But this time he was not denied. He was welcomed. Instead of the sour faces which ordinarily met him, the owner, who was an old man without wife or child, जो घर का मालिक था वो बूढ़ा व्यक्ति था, उसकी वाइफ नहीं थी, उसके बच्चे नहीं थे, was happy to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. He welcomed him warmly. Immediately, he put the porridge pot on the fire and gave him supper. As soon as He allowed him to enter the house. He put the porridge pot, and both of them have their supper. Then he carved off such a big slice from his tobacco roll. Both of them enjoyed cigarette, that is pipe, that it was enough both for a stranger's pipe and his own. Both of them enjoyed tobacco, smoking. Finally, he got out an old pack of cards. The owner, who was a crofter, he found old pack of cards and played Jollis, a game of playing card in Sweden, with his guest until bed. And both of them played Jollis until their bedtime before sleeping. The old man was just as generous with his confidences as with his porridge and tobacco. The old man told even his secrets to the guest. He did not know he was a thief. The guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity his host had been a crofter at Ramsjo Ironworks and had worked on the land. The host, the owner of the house, informed the peddler that in his days of prosperity when he was young, he worked in Ramsjo Ironworks at the farm. Now he was old, that is why he could not do anything. Now that he was no longer able to do any labor, day labor, it was his cow which supported him. His only source of income was the cow he had. Yes, that Bosi, Bosi is the word for cow, was extraordinary for him. That cow was extraordinary. She could give milk for the creamery every day. In last month, he had received all of 30 kroners in a payment. So last month, he got 30 kroners. Kroner is the currency of Sweden. The stranger must have seemed incredulous. He thought the stranger did not believe him. The stranger seemed incredulous. For the old man got up and went to the window. That is why the owner of the house got up and went up to the window, took down a leather pouch. Therefrom, he took down a leather pouch which hung on a nail in the very window frame and picked out three wrinkled 10 kroner bills. Bills here means notes. So he picked out three wrinkled 10 kroner notes. These he held up before the eyes of his guest, showing him holding the notes before his eyes, nodding knowingly, and then stuffed them back into the pouch. वापस से फिर उसको उसी जगह पे रख देता है. The next day both men got up in good season. The next day both of them woke up in good season, early morning. The crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow. Why? Because the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow. His duty was to milk his cow for the purpose of milking his cow. And the other man probably thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. And the other one, the peddler, thought that he should not stay in bed if the owner of the house had woke up. They left the cottage at the same time. Both of them left the house. The crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. Locking the door, putting the key in his pocket, the crofter went away. The man with the rat trap said goodbye and thank you, and thereupon each went his own way. Both of them went their own way. But half an hour later, the rat trap peddler stood again before the door. But just in not more than half an hour, the rat trap peddler stood again before the door. He returned. He did not try to get in. However, he only went up to the window, smashed a pane stuck in his hand, खिड़की का शीशा तोड़ देता है, हाथ अंदर डालता है and got hold of the pouch with the 30 kroner and ultimately took out 30 kroners, three 10 kroner bills. He took the money and thrust it into his own pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back in its place and went away. Therefrom, he went away. As he walked along with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased. While he was walking along the road, he was very happy. He felt quite pleased with his smartness. कैसा उल्लू बनाया ये सोच सोच के खुश हो रहा था. He realized, of course, that at first he dared not continue on the public highway. He thought, leaving the public highway, he could not continue on the public highway because he was afraid of being caught, but must turn off the road into the woods. That is why he took the road of woods. During the first hours, this caused him no difficulty. Initially, it was not a problem for him. Later in the day, it became worse. But furthermore, it became worse for him, for it was a big and confusing forest which he had gotten into. Because it was a very big and confusing forest which he had gotten into, where he had entered. He tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction. He was trying his best to walk in a definite direction, but the paths twisted back and forth so strangely. But he found himself trapped in the woods because the paths were twisted. रास्ते टेढ़े मेढ़े गए हुए थे अजीब ढंग से. He walked and walked without coming to the end of the wood. He walked and walked, चलते रहता है, उसको किनारा नहीं मिलता. He could not come out of the forest woods. And finally he realized that he had only been walking around in the same part of the forest. Finally he realized that he was walking around in the same part of the forest at the same place. At once he recalled his thoughts about the world and the rat trap. Now he remembered what he used to think about the world and about others. क्या सोचता था पूरा वर्ल्ड एक बिग रैट ट्रैप है. Now his own turn had come. अब उसकी बारी थी. He had let himself be fooled by a bait and had been caught. उसने अपने आप को एक चारे की वजह से, what is that bait? 30 kroners, and had been caught. And because of that 30 kroners, he had been caught in the big rat trap. Earlier he was very happy, but now he is feeling suffocation. The whole forest with its trunks and branches. What he thought? The whole forest with its trunks and branches. इसके तनों के साथ, इसकी शाखाओं के साथ. Its thickets, घने जंगल, घनी झाड़ियां, and fallen logs, गिरे हुए पेड़, closed in upon him like an impenetrable prison from which he could never escape. So what he thought? It was like a big rat trap, a big prison from where he could not escape. He could never escape.